Hello guys, how are you today? So today I'll be explaining the Math Algebra Course Practice section 3.2 for the periodic. So let us start. The roots of the equation x squared minus 8x plus 2 are equal to this. They need us to find the roots. Very simply, to find the roots, first thing we need to find is the discriminant or delta. I don't know if your teachers taught you a different way. But my teacher taught me that first thing we have to find is the discriminant, which is delta. Now delta is equal to b squared minus 4 times a times c. So let us find the delta in this case. Delta or discriminant is equal to b. Let us first state our a, our b, and our c. Ax squared minus bx plus c. This is the format. So we are going to take our b, which is minus 8 in this case. It's going to be minus 8 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 2. So we are going to get 64 minus 8, which is then 56. Now the roots, okay, they can either be minus b plus radical delta over 2, but not only 2a, or minus b minus radical delta over 2a. So you can either represent it like this or as 1, which is minus b plus or minus radical delta over 2a. So in this case, our b is what? Minus 8. So it's gonna be minus of minus 8 plus or minus radical delta, which in this case is 56 over 2 times a, which is 2 times 1. Okay, so let me just clear it out. Then that means it's gonna be 8 squared, or sorry, not 8 squared, 8 plus or minus radical 56 divided by 2 times 1, which is then 2. Now 56, if we do the 3, we are gonna get 2 times 28, 2 times 14, and then 2 times 7. So radical 56 is equal to radical 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. Now for every 2 of the same, take one version of it outside. So this is 2 radical 14. That means we can rewrite this as 8 plus or minus 2 radical 14 over 2. Now, when you are dividing and you have addition or subtraction, this is going to be divided by this, and this is also going to be divided by this. So it's going to be 8 over 2 plus or minus 2 radical 14 over 2. So in simple form, 4 plus or minus radical 14. So the value of k is then 14. Moving on to question number 2. What is the sum of the roots of this? Now, very simply, if you don't want to memorize a lot of equations, the only thing you need to know to find the sum is that the number next to x squared has to be 1. If it is 1, then you can apply this rule that x squared, okay, minus the sum plus the product. So if we divide everything by 6, then we can find the sum and we can find the product. So they asked us for what? They asked us for the sum of the roots. We know that the sum is what? It's gonna be minus sum. So to actually find the value of the sum, we are gonna do minus multiplied by minus sum. So to get rid of the minus, we are going to multiply it by minus again. So in this case, if you divide it by 6, you are going to get x squared minus 50x minus 1 over 6. Now, this is our sum, but minus 50 is not our sum. We said we are going to multiply it by minus, so it's minus times minus 50, which will then give us an answer of 50. So the sum of the roots is then 50. If you do not like to memorize it like this, you can very simply memorize that the sum is equal to what? Minus b over a, and the product is equal to what? Is equal to C over A. Okay, so when I'm explaining next time, I can explain it using this and this rule. So sum, I'm not gonna put the dashes, I will put a dot. So sum is equal to minus B over A, and product is equal to C over A. We move on to question number 3. Okay, this question is a very interesting question in my opinion. The shaded area in the diagram below represents a road of uniform width x around a park. The shaded area, the area of the road is required to be 800 meters squared. Okay, the equation whose solution yields the possible values of x is x squared plus kx minus 200. What is the value of k? Now, why is this interesting? This is interesting because it requires a lot of thinking, but in the end it will turn out really easy. So, to find this equation over here, and we are given what? We are given the area. So, what we know is that what? Is that the area is equal to the product, okay? And we know that product is root 1 times root 2. Okay, but they are looking for the area of what? The area of the road. Area of road is equal to root 1 multiplied by root 2. Okay, but how can I find the area of the road? We are given what it is required to be, so we know that area of road is equal to 800, but we also know something else, that the total area minus the area of the park inside minus park area is then gonna give us area of the road. So what we are gonna apply is we are first gonna find the total area, and we are gonna subtract it from the park area to then make it equal to the area of the road, and we will get our equation. So the total area, okay, is a bit confusing because they gave us what? They gave us it is uniform. So actually they gave us what? They gave us both sides of each dimension when they were talking about the road. So they gave us this one and this one and this one and this one. So it's not sufficient to only apply side times side. Instead, we are gonna do that. This x, because it could be any root, plus this x. So that becomes what? That becomes 2x, so that is 40 plus 2x, and this is what? This is, we will say this is the length. Total area we know is gonna be length times width. So we found the length because they gave us the dimensions, which is 40 plus 2x, times the width, which is what? 30 times, again, 2x. So then after multiplying, you're gonna get 4x squared plus 80x plus 60x plus 1200. Now we're gonna add it a bit more. We are gonna get then 4x squared plus 140x plus 1200. Okay, now we are gonna subtract it from the park area. The park area is very simple. It's length times width, which is 40 times 30, which is 1200. So it's gonna be this minus this. Now we know it's equal to the area of the road, which is 800. So 4x squared plus 140x plus 1200 minus 1200, which is the park area, is equal to 800. Okay, so after solving and moving, we are gonna get a final answer of 4x squared plus 140x minus 800. Now, to get rid of the 4, we are gonna divide everything by 4. And so we will get an answer of what? Of x squared plus 35x minus 200. So the value of k is then, 35. Moving on to question number 4. They need the sum of the roots of this equation. Okay, actually no, we are given the sum, which is 20, so sum, we know it's equal to minus b over a, which is then equal to 20, and then the product, we know it is equal to c over a, which is equal to 8. So the sum in this case is minus b over a, we know a is 3, so we're gonna cross multiply and we get minus b is equal to, okay, so we get minus b is equal to 60. Oh, but actually, I kind of did a mistake. I apologize. I put what? I put minus b, okay, but I did not pay attention to what? I did not pay attention to that it is given as minus b, so it's gonna be minus times the answer, or what is given, which is minus b. So look guys, whatever mistakes I make, it's okay, I will correct them. And you guys just learn from the mistakes I make. This will help you and will help me in our exams. So minus minus, okay, we are gonna get then that plus b is then equal to 60. And then for the product, c is equal to 24. So the value of b is 60 and the value of c is 24. Moving on to question number 5, they need us to find the roots. Very simply, to find the roots, first thing we are going to find is the discriminant. Discriminant is equal to b squared minus 4ac. B in this case is minus 6, so minus 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times 1. So 36 minus 4, which is then 32. This is our discriminant. So we know that the root can be what can be? Minus b plus or minus the radical of the discriminant divided by 2a. So in this case, our b is 6, so it's gonna be 6 because minus minus 6 plus or minus radical 32 over 2a, so 2. If we are gonna try for radical 32, we're gonna do the 3. It's gonna be 2 times 16, and then 16 is 2 times 8, and then 8 is 4 times 2, and then 4 is 2 times 2. So radical 32 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So for every 2 of the same, we are going to take one outside. 2, 2. So that leaves us with 4 radical 2. So it is now 6 plus or minus 4 radical 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 3, because this is divided by 2 and this is divided by 2. So 3 plus or minus 2 radical 2. So the value of k is then 2. So the answer over here is going to be 2. Moving on to question number 6. In simplest form, they need the roots of this. So again, we are going to first find the discriminant. Discriminant is equal to b squared minus 4ac. b is minus 8, so minus 8 squared minus 4 times 1 times 1. So 64 minus 4, which is then 60. Okay, so we know the rule is minus b plus or minus radical of the discriminant divided by 2a. In this case, it's gonna be minus minus 8, so 8 plus or minus radical 60 divided by 2 times 1, which is 2. So 60, if we do the 3, it is 6 times 10, 6 is 2 times 3, 10 is 2 times 5. So radical 60 is equal to radical 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. For every 2 of the same, move on outside. So 2 radical 15. So it's gonna be 8 plus or minus 2 radical 15 divided by 2. And then after simplification, 4 plus or minus radical 15. So the value of k is 15. So we are gonna put our answer, which is 15. Moving on to question number 7. They need us to find, look, this is a very nice question. The sum of its roots and their product. You can do it in 2 ways. Either you make the number next to x squared 1 by dividing by 3. So x squared minus 13x plus 6. So we know their sum is gonna be 13 because the rule is what? X squared minus sum plus product. So 13 and their product is gonna be 6. Or you can do it in another way by saying that the sum is minus b over a and the product is c over a. So it's gonna be minus 39 divided by 3, and then it's gonna be 18 divided by 3, which will give us 13 and which will give us 6. So either way, you're gonna get 13 and 6. Moving on to question number 8. Okay, so they need us to find the values of b and c. I think we already found them before. So this time I'm gonna do it in a different way. The value of b, we know that minus b over a is equal to 20, which is the sum. And c over a is equal to 8, which is the product. So minus b, because it's written as minus b, over 3 is equal to 20. So plus b is equal to 60. And then c over a is equal to, not c over a, c over 3 is equal to 8. So then c is equal to 24. So yes, here is 60 and here is 24. Moving on to question 9, which is the last one and a very fun one, in my opinion. Again, we're going to find discriminant. Discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. Okay, we're going to take b, which is minus 16 squared minus 4 times 1 times 11. So it's going to be 256 minus 44. Now this is something I cannot do mentally, so I will write it here. 2, 1, 2. So we got 212. Now we know the relation is minus b plus or minus radical discriminant or radical delta over 2a. So minus b is minus 16, so it's gonna be 16 plus or minus radical 212 over 2 times 1, which is 2. So we're gonna make it, we're gonna first of all check the 3 for 212. 212 is 2 times 106. 106 is 2 times 53, and then we get 53, which is a prime number. So that means 212 is, so radical 212 is equal to radical 2 times 2 times 53. So take these outside, 2 radical 53. So it's gonna be 16 plus or minus 2 radical 53 divided by 2. So then 8 plus or minus radical 53. So the k is equal to 53. So we're gonna place 5, 3 over here. So let's submit and hopefully we don't have any mistakes. Thank God we don't have any mistakes. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed and have a wonderful day.